game that we've done on the show called "Who You Talking About Reddit?" And as you know, Reddit can be a really rough place to spend some time. And you've got some hot takes, some angry people. So we're gonna read you some posts from various team subreddits, and you're gonna tell us if this is about Monty Williams or Tom Thibodeau.
Are you ready? You familiar with the rules? You got it all set? It makes sense to you?
So that's it. That's it. You're just going to read a ranting, raving NBA Reddit post, and it's about one of these two coaches.
Correct.
It's about either Monty Williams or Tom Thibodeau.
I'm going to lock in, and I'm going to try to read the tea leaves on each one of these.
Okay.
You're gonna nail it. And if you're at home, why don't you give us a like? Why don't you give us a subscribe?
Oh my God.
Come on,
please.
Click the notifications. We got Doug Lust on the show for the second time. Doug Berns, baby. MFA
Legend.
All-Star. Playing the guitar with Ben Stiller.
Come on.
He's dropping the Tropic Thunder on us. Pretty sick
tremendous.
Stuff.
Such a cool guy.
So cool.
That was so awesome.
All
I'm so happy you're getting the success. But yeah, let's get back to the game.
Well deserved. But let's kick it off. First post. Blank sucks at rotations and coaching on the fly. His defensive scheme is terrible.
That's a hard one because the second sentence, I was like, oh, this is Tibbs all the way. And then the second sentence, I was like, do people really say that about Tibbs? I'm going to go with Monty Williams.
That's correct.
Right. Yeah. Yes, you got to listen closely. It's like Jeopardy. You got to listen really closely.
1 for 1. That was pretty solid, man. I'm proud of you for that.
Hot start, Doug.
Okay.
I knew he was going to crush this.
On to number 2. Coaches are always the easiest to blame since you can replace them quickly and don't have to admit your beloved players may not be as good as you think they are.
If this was not about Tibbs, I would be absolutely shocked.
So that's your final answer?
That's my final answer.
That is correct.
Hey.
Because this is before we move on, can I explain why I knew?
Yes.
Yeah,
because
of course.
The people in our fan base that defend Tibbs, nothing is ever his fault, and it's always about the players absolutely sucking and how awful and how underwhelming all the players are. So there it is. And it's always your beloved players because it's a Tibbsian thing. It's like if they are not a perfect Tibbs guy, they suck. So that's how I knew.
I feel that, man. You should get into detective work here, man. You can.
I know he's sniffing them out.
Let's see what's next.
Also, I have to point out that in our chat, Dorkosaurus Rex says, "Is Doug going to be singing all his responses today? So are you going to give us a little
Dork?" I love Dork. Made his way over to the Order of the Blazing Horse. Shout to Dork. That's a real Knicks Twitter head.
he says that it's been
We're glad to have
50 years, buddy.
That's awesome.
Thanks for joining in, Dorkosaurus.
That's fantastic.
Happy to have you on here. All right, on to number 3.
Okay. Sad how little love there is for him on this sub. It's right to question his abilities as a game coach, and letting him go is the right move. But this man played such a large role in the turnaround for this organization. He was huge for the culture. Thank you, blank.
How could it be anybody else but Tibbs? It's got to be Tibbs.
I got to find this one again.
I'm worried that I don't think anybody has ever given Monty Williams that kind of credit for anything.
Sorry, I'm looking. Well, before we get the answer,
Mickey, am I wrong? Are you saying I'm wrong?
I'm still looking for it. Can you explain why you think that's Tibbs a little bit more? Just while I try to find this.
Because this is the main talking point of Tom Thibodeau. It's the main talking point of why people continue to defend him, because he did change the culture of the team, and everybody who says, "Oh, it's a good idea to move on from him," is at risk of seeming ungrateful and shame on you for sad how little love for. But he is getting a lot of love, so now I'm second guessing it. No, screw it. I'm sticking with my answer.
So that was from the Suns subreddit.
Damn it!
2 years ago. But that's why this game's so tough. That's why this game. Sorry, Harry, it bounced around a little bit.
I think I missed the clue. The clue is that Tibbs is getting a lot of love, but it's never. But the reason why I stuck with Tibbs is because it's never enough with the Thibodeau defenders. It's never enough. Like you cannot grovel at it. You cannot possibly grovel at his feet and kiss his black and white soled shoes enough in their eyes.
kiss that grease-soaked comb over, but just give it a little smooch.
You can never say enough about how amazing he is, or else you're a piece of crap fan who doesn't appreciate anything.
As we move forward,
all right, I was going to say, Dorcasaurus says the worst defense is, what do you want us to do? Rehire Fizdale? Because that's the only two options, right?
Right. He's right. Well, Fizdale's in serious consideration for a head coaching job right now for some reason. I don't really know why.
It seems like teams are going toward this new coach movement.
Guys, I can't believe I sold that one. The answer was so obvious.
First of all, it's tricky, and second of all, what I would urge you as we move forward is throw away your recency bias.
You're right. Go with your
because that was the Suns from 2 years ago. But it's
they were horrible. They were a joke of a franchise.
And he built them, or at least he was at the helm when they turned it around. Yeah, exactly. So that's why.
Oh wait, sorry. Did Vogel bring them to the finals? I can't remember.
It was Monty. It was Monty.
Yeah, it was Monty. Yeah. It was Monty.
Yeah.
Vogel came in once they got the super team.
Went like pretty fast.
Yeah.
He said
the Lakers.
The sun sets in Phoenix 3 times a year. Okay, let's move on to this next one. In terms of his performance as a coach, Blank was criticized for his big losses in elimination games, his lack of in-game adjustments, bad timeouts, management, his stubbornness in his defensive schemes that are not working in a series, playing his favorites, not giving new acquisitions much of a chance.
New acquisitions? New acquisitions. I hate you guys. I'm about to totally fall off a cliff. In terms of performance as a coach, Blank was criticized for his big losses in elimination. I think it's Monty.
Final answer?
Final answer.
Hey, that's
right. He's so back.
Because new acquisitions, it's not the Knicks really haven't had.
I mean, Cat.
Yeah, but Cat played 47,000 minutes a game, so it wasn't like he didn't get a chance. So did Bridges.
It's true. It's also true.
So that's how I figured that out.
Smart, because it wasn't like young guys. New acquisitions is, like I think that was the tell.
Exactly. Okay, so are there more? This is so fun. I hope
there are more.
700 of these. I love that.
Harry, I'm going to go with number 3, just so you have it primed.
Okay, thank you.
Yep.
And it's also so satisfying to see the animation when you get it.
He's killing it. Harry's all over it.
I'm on the animation.
A regular Walt Disney over here.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. You got it?
Mm-hmm.
Number 3. All right. He has the exact same flaws that got him fired all those years ago in Blank. Lack of real X's and O's, the tendency to pick favorites, and play mind games within the team wherever he went. Or everywhere he went.
This is smacks of Tibbs. It smacks of. That's not recency. People love to talk about how Tibbs got absolutely shit canned in Minnesota. That's everybody's favorite thing is like how awful it went in Minnesota. So I'm going with Tibbs.
All right. It is. I'm sorry. It's Monty.
It's hard.
That was from the Suns Reddit a year ago.
It's so crazy because those are both very successful coaches, like with the exact same complaints. Right?
It's just so fun.
All right. So we got 2 more, I believe here.
This is. I just want to take a quick diversion before we continue. I listened to. You guys ever watch wrestling back in the day? Did you watch professional wrestling?
Here's what I know about wrestling. There was a guy named Goldust.
There was a guy named Goldust. But I listened to one of my favorite professional wrestlers from the 90s. His name is Kevin Nash. He's actually from Detroit.
Hey,
but I think he played for Michigan State as a center.
Yeah.
But he has this podcast, and one of the segments is Florida Man or Jersey Guy. And they take a headline, and he has to decipher whether the insane headline happened in Florida or New Jersey. So this is reminding me of that, and I love it.
That's so funny. Tropes all over the place here. There are only 5 personality types, and they're everywhere, apparently. All right, we're on to this is the what is it? The martini question? Is that right in the production word? Martini shots last.
This is the no, the one right before. The one right before the This the penultimate.
Penultimate. All right. I thought Martini was the penultimate. The penultimate's where we're at. It's been a while since I've been on the set, but we're
It's the Abbey. It's the Abbey singer. It's the
gotcha.
getting real filmy on your ass right now.
Sorry,
right.
Doug. We know you're a music man. We're
No idea what you guys are talking about, but I'm rolling.
Okay.
Camera boys. All right.
Yeah.
Blank is a culture coach, not a chess player. He sticks to the game plan, the season plan, and the long-term plan.
I think he's a culture coach, not a chess player. Season plan. There's no long-term plan with Thibodeau. Okay. I just because Harry's making faces, I'm just gonna guess Monty Williams.
No, I'm sorry. That's a Tom Thibodeau one.
That's Tibbs.
You can't trust me.
What long-term plan has Tom Thibodeau ever had? Tibbs
You don't have to agree with the poster.
Tibbs' long-term plan is how long can I keep Mikal Bridges and Josh Hart on the floor? That's long-term. We're talking about like 16 straight minutes without a rest for those. That's long-term.
One of our favorite moments from the postseason when Bridges was talking about getting 40 and Malik Beasley said 40 minutes or something. It was pretty fun stuff.
Malik Beasley
and then
tried to be a heel against the Knicks and he wasn't good enough. And I'm sorry to say that, dog. If you're gonna go for the heel thing with the Knicks fan base, you got to hit shots.
Yeah,
you can't shoot 26% from three, brother. And ask Tyrese Halliburton. Halliburton's absolutely earned the right to dance on our grave, talk his smack, do his little choke thing. He earned it. He did it. They all did. But you guys got to get Malik in order, bro, because that was embarrassing.
Yeah, people in Detroit are like furious about it to the point where everyone was like, "We got to re-sign Malik and give him all the money in the world before the playoffs." And after everyone's like, "Should we get Nickeil Alexander-Walker instead?" I'm like, "No, like he didn't shoot that bad. It wasn't great."
And in fairness, that was from 2 years ago. That was a Nick pull from 2 years ago. All right,
we're gonna get one more Dorkosaurus quote in here. Fun fact: Tibbs played Jimmy Butler a franchise record 60 minutes straight in a triple overtime game against the New Orleans Pelicans one time. Luol Deng played 40 minutes fresh off wrist injury.
Dork. He has earned his title. We love Dorkosaurus on Twitter. He is tremendous.
People have recently discovered Dorkosaurus Rex actually had feathers. People thought it was hair before, but we know now it's feathers.
That's a great statistic from Dorkosaurus.
We're getting prehistoric here. All right.
Is this the last one?
This is the last
one. Last one. All right.
All the marbles. I forget it. Do you allow your guests to curse? I don't remember.
Yes.
Sure do.
Limited.
Sure do.
Okay.
It's an adult show.
Let it fly.
Adult basketball fans. Also, kids can swear too. It's just words.
My daughter is 6 and she says fuck a lot.
Do you have a problem with that, or are you cool with that?
I don't, but I'm just like, don't do it in school.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Okay. We're on the same.
There you go.
No, I don't have kids. I just feel that way. All right, Mickey.
It's too much Sopranos on in the background. That's what it is. All right. Okay. At the end of the day, is Blank a good coach? Yes, but his issue is he raises the floor of the team without changing the team's ceiling.
It's impossible for me to believe that this is not Tibbs. Impossible to believe that this is not Tibbs.
Okay, I'm gonna give you one last.
I hate your eyebrows. I hate them. I want to shave them off.
I do. Fun fact: I have shaved my eyebrows before. I was on the swim team in high school, and I shaved my head. I shaved my eyebrows.
So much drag from the eyebrows.
And they didn't grow back for 5 months, and they still haven't grown back fully. It's been a challenge. Shave my eyebrows off, but you're sticking with it. You're sticking with Tibbs.
I'm sticking with Tibbs.
Good thing you did, because that is correct.
That's a Tibbs. That is a Tibbs. Like floor and ceiling. We love talking about floor and ceiling with Tibbs. Love it. He is a floor. You just think of floor.
Linoleum Tibbs.
Exactly. He's linoleum. He's hardwood. He's all these different. He's wall-to-wall carpeting. He is a floor.
Doug, you killed it.
Yeah, you did so.
What was
so
my
good.
final score? I got like
I think you were
4
5
out
and
of
2.
7 or something.
5 and 2, right? Out of 7, which
5
is,
and 2. It's okay.
bro, I never get
That's
500
great.
on these. Like, I'm always way, way far behind, just coming back, like really having a hard time coming back on these.
This is so good.
But I mean, what a game! What an eye for picking out the little details that make these answers one way or the other way.
Dissecting like a frog in science class, right, Dorcosaurus? Right.
Dorcosaurus is
Guys,
the man. I love Dorcosaurus.
Shout out Dorcosaurus. You're welcome back anytime. We're not Knicks haters over here.
No,
They're
it's
not. They're
all
good
love.
guys.
Fun time, good guys. The mensch crew, as it could be. We're getting great menschminutes out here.
I love that.